The WWE Universe is in shock. What was supposed to be a thrilling night of action on Monday Night Raw turned into a tragedy that no one saw coming. Bianca Belair, one of the most electrifying superstars in WWE history, a woman whose strength, courage, and energy lit up every arena she stepped into, has passed away. This heartbreaking loss comes after a brutal in-ring attack that left her with a catastrophic rib injury. Tonight, we look back at her life, her career, the shocking events that led to this moment, and the legacy she leaves behind. Bianca Belair was more than just a superstar. She was a force of nature. Her athleticism, her charisma, her unwavering confidence, Bianca captivated audiences around the world. From her early days in NXT to becoming a Raw Women's Champion, she broke barriers and shattered expectations. Fans adored her for her electrifying presence, her signature braid whipping through the air, and her unmatched ability to turn any match into a spectacle. She wasn't just a performer, she was an inspiration. Bianca Belair represented perseverance, ambition, and the kind of raw, unfiltered talent that the WWE Universe dreams about. But Monday Night Raw became a night that would forever haunt WWE fans. The match started like any other. Bianca Belair was in the ring, ready to compete, ready to give her all. The crowd erupted as she made her way to the ring, full of energy, full of life. There was no indication that this night would end in tragedy. The match was fast-paced, intense, and filled with high-flying moves that showcased Bianca's athletic genius. She executed everything with precision, her signature moves executed flawlessly. But then, in a moment that would shock the world, everything changed. During a particularly aggressive exchange, Bianca took a devastating blow. The impact to her torso, a brutal strike to her rib cage, was unlike anything she had ever endured in the ring. Initially, it seemed like the kind of injury superstars often push through. But as the seconds ticked by, it became painfully clear that this was serious. Her opponents and the referees rushed to her side, panic evident in every movement. Bianca, ever the warrior, tried to continue, trying to show the same resilience she had displayed countless times before. But the pain was too severe, and the gravity of the situation quickly became apparent. Emergency medical personnel rushed to the ring, and the broadcast cut to a concerned commentary team, their voices trembling as they described what had happened. Fans in the arena were in disbelief, some screaming her name, others holding their heads in horror. It was a scene of chaos, a scene no one ever wants to see in professional wrestling. Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE, someone who had fought through every obstacle in her path, was being helped out of the ring, her face etched with pain, but still showing a glimmer of the determination she was known for. What followed was a race against time. Bianca was transported to the hospital, where doctors immediately assessed her injuries. The rib injury she suffered was severe, far more serious than initially believed. Internal damage, complications with her lungs, and severe internal bleeding left her in critical condition. Family, friends, and fellow WWE superstars gathered at the hospital, their faces pale, their hearts heavy with worry. The world outside was equally anxious, millions of fans sharing their prayers, their hope, and their disbelief on social media. Every WWE fan knew that Bianca Belair was a fighter, but even fighters are human, and sometimes, the unthinkable happens. As news spread, the wrestling world held its collective breath. Social media exploded with messages of support, fear, and heartache. WWE itself released a statement, calling the incident a tragic accident, and confirming that Bianca had suffered life-threatening injuries. Fans around the world were desperate for updates, clinging to any information, hoping against hope that their beloved superstar would pull through. Tributes began pouring in from superstars past and present. Sasha Banks, Bayley, Charlotte Flair, and countless others expressed their heartbreak, recounting moments they had shared with Bianca, highlighting her humor, her kindness, and her unyielding spirit. But despite the best efforts of medical professionals, despite the prayers, and despite the love and support of her fans, the news that no one wanted to hear came late that evening. Bianca Belair had passed away. The world was left in shock. The wrestling community, known for its toughness and resilience, collectively mourned a loss that felt impossible to bear. She was gone. The EST of WWE, a trailblazer, a champion, a role model, a friend, Bianca Belair's light had been extinguished far too soon. The reactions were instantaneous. WWE superstars, past and present, took to social media to share their grief. Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Becky Lynch, and Rhea Ripley were among the first to post heartfelt tributes, expressing disbelief and sharing personal memories of Bianca's warmth, humor, and unmatched talent. Fans flooded arenas, WWE events, and social media channels with flowers, posters, and messages, a testament to the incredible impact Bianca Belair had on so many lives. The loss was felt deeply, not just as a tragedy for wrestling, but as a human tragedy. Bianca had touched countless lives, inspiring people both inside and outside the squared circle. Reflecting on Bianca's career, it's impossible not to see a story of determination and triumph. She began as a young athlete with dreams far bigger than the small gyms she trained in. Her journey to WWE was paved with hard work, sweat, and an unrelenting drive to be the best. From her early NXT days to her breakout moments on Raw and SmackDown, Bianca never backed down. She faced some of the toughest opponents in the industry and walked out of every battle stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Her reign as Raw Women's Champion showcased her incredible skill, her charisma, and her ability to carry a division on her shoulders. Fans everywhere chanted her name, not just because of her victories, but because of the energy, heart, and authenticity she brought to every match. But beyond her athletic accomplishments, Bianca Belair was an icon of representation. She broke stereotypes, shattered ceilings, and became a beacon of hope for countless young fans who saw themselves reflected in her strength, her confidence, and her determination. She wasn't just a wrestler, she was a symbol of what is possible when talent meets hard work, when courage meets opportunity. Her passing leaves an unfillable void, not just in WWE, but in the hearts of everyone who admired her. As WWE and the world grapple with this loss, questions arise about how this tragedy happened. How could an in-ring attack lead to such a catastrophic outcome? WWE has promised a full review, ensuring that safety protocols are examined and enhanced to prevent such tragedies in the future. Medical teams, referees, and superstars undergo rigorous training to handle injuries, but the brutal nature of professional wrestling means risks will always exist. Bianca's accident, however, serves as a stark reminder of just how fragile life can be, even for the strongest among us. Fans have shared stories of the last time they saw Bianca live, describing her energy, her smile, and her infectious passion. Those moments, small and seemingly ordinary, now carry the weight of memory and loss. She was known for interacting with fans, taking the time to sign autographs, take photos, and offer words of encouragement. To many, she wasn't just a performer, she was a friend, a mentor, a source of inspiration. Her impact extended far beyond the ring, touching lives in ways that are immeasurable. The WWE community has also begun planning ways to honor her memory. Tributes on Raw, moments of silence before matches, special editions highlighting her greatest moments, and charitable initiatives in her name are being discussed. Fans worldwide are uniting to ensure that Bianca Belair's legacy lives on, celebrating her achievements, her courage, and the joy she brought to millions. Her story, though tragically cut short, will continue to inspire future generations of superstars and fans alike. In the days following her